Buenos dias, clase, or buenas tardes. Not sure what time you're seeing this. So welcome. Here we are. We are approaching our spring break, and we start the official hybrid schedule starting tomorrow, March the 8th. As a result of that, our classes are going to shift from 60 minutes to 80 minutes. So that's a big change. On your printed out document that I emailed to you today, you will have the link to the hybrid schedule. It's also on the homepage of my website, as well as on your NEO welcome page. So be aware your class times will be changing, so that way you're not late to your classes. Also, keep in mind that Wednesdays is a very, very different schedule. So make sure you make note of that. This week, you will remain on Zoom, but I'm heading to campus tomorrow. So I will be teaching from our classroom going forward from now until the end of the school year. As a result of that, this will be the last video game plan. I want to thank my loyal 4 people who have watched this every single week. It has not gone unnoticed. Very appreciative of that core. It does take a bit of effort for my son, who I thank very much for his efforts through all of this, to get things set up. And we record, he edits, and then we upload it, all for, 5 minutes potentially of recording time. And with only a regular viewership of 4-ish, and my equipment now heading back to the classroom, it's just going to make it more challenging. So be aware, I will still be uploading the typed page to the NEO welcome page, as well as still emailing it to you on Sunday. So you will still have a game plan, just no longer a video one. So again, thank you to those who did watch and who did give me a thumbs up, a like. Very appreciated. A big thank you from me and from my son, since he is the busy bee in the background, helping make all of this happen. All right, let's move on to what's going on this week and next week. So Spanish 2. We're going to finish the chapter 1 corrections on Monday. So you are going to be turning in your post corrections, and you have your test on chapter 1 on Tuesday. Wednesday, we're going to start the chapter 2 vocabulary. So that would be, once again, our vocabulary assignment that will be assigned on Wednesday. Thursday is the grammar for chapter 2. There's quite a bit there that we're going to be learning, talking about, and it has to deal with reflexive verbs, reflexive pronouns, and simple commands. Again, we have 80 minutes, so it gives us a lot of time to be able to unpack the material, talk about it. Hopefully you ask questions and participate. And then Friday, we'll review, and your pre-corrections will be due then on Friday by the end of the day. Also, while I'm thinking about it, we noticed yesterday when we set up the technology in my classroom that when I'm using the Mac, it seems to drop the chat feature when I'm using the document camera. I've been using a PC at home, and so I wanted to make you aware of that. Those of you that have grown very dependent on using the chat to ask your questions, I may not see them when I'm working on the Mac. So I wanted to make you aware of that you might actually have to speak out using the raising your hand feature, but more likely you're just going to have to speak out if you have a question. I may not be able to see the chat again for whatever reason until we figure out what that quirk is. It was dropping my chat feature on Zoom on the Mac. Okay, the following week are our chapter 2 corrections. So your post corrections will be due on Monday the 15th. Tuesday, the following week, will be your chapter 2 test. Wednesday, we'll have a small in-class writing assignment, and then Thursday, we'll just kind of do a quick overview of all of the material. So technically, this should be a very easy midterm. All we have really accomplished up to this point is review material from Spanish 1. So it should be pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Your Chapter 2 material will not be on the midterm, so it's only going to be a review material through Chapter 1. Okay, so I'm going to head on over to Spanish 3 now. Bueno, Español 3. So, el lunes, el 8 de marzo, vamos a comenzar el repaso F. So we're going to start repaso F. It's the very last review packet, and we're going to be working with direct object pronouns, indirect object pronouns, and then putting them both together in a sentence for double object pronouns. We're going to be working with another one of my favorite tenses, which is called the present perfect, and that's going to require us reviewing some past participles as well. On Tuesday, we're going to have some more review. This is going to be moving along pretty quickly, but keep in mind, we are on the new hybrid schedule this week, which means we have 80-minute classes. So therefore, we have more time together to work on things. A quick reminder, make sure you are updating your schedule. Wednesday, we'll have the pre-corrections due after class, and then Thursday, the post-corrections will be due. Friday, we'll have the test on Repaso F. The following week is a little bit up in the air. That's the week just before we break for spring break. So I am aware that we need time to review the different review sections. So in theory, it should be a very easy midterm because it's dealing with material you've worked on in Spanish 1 and in Spanish 2. So it truly, truly should be an easier midterm. At some point this week, I do want to have some type of writing assignment. Like I said, it's kind of up in the air. I will make sure we have at least 1, maybe 2 days for review, and then we will have our midterm exam on that Friday just before spring break. As far as students returning, I'm not sure what date yet, but on your NEO homepage, as well as your email from me today that I'm going to send out, you will have a link to the slide deck that the school put out for school reopening. I'm aware that the governor has raised the number. It used to be we had to get from 7 out of 100,000 cases or less. Now it's 10, and we were at 13 last week. So it is very likely that we can drop the additional 3% or 3 points and be open, hopefully even the end of this week or the beginning of next week. So fingers crossed, we're hopeful to be able to get the students on campus soon. All right, I hope you're doing well. And this one got a little bit wordy, but thank you for those of you who have viewed my game plan. This is the last one. So take care, be well, and I look forward to seeing my students in class at some point soon. Adios.